Alright my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the beginnings of a brand new series and something very, very different for the DanXG channel. Now, I'm hoping that there are some people that have made their way over from Fandango. That was my channel for many, many years where I used to upload all of my FIFA, Football Manager and Premier League show content. Obviously, a long time ago, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, whatever it is now, I decided to knock that channel on the head. I built something new here and I wanted to basically put everything in one place, and so today is kind of the start of that, because we are going to be starting a brand new FM21 series on the channel today. And this first little video involves you and a little bit of interaction with my friends. You probably would have seen on the channel yesterday that I did upload the Dagenham and Redbridge highlights video. I want you all to know that's just going to be a monthly video that goes out, highlight package the same way as it was yesterday. That is going to be a Twitch exclusive stream, so anyone that is here that enjoyed that video, be sure to go follow me on Twitch. You can find the link in the description, and I will be streaming that every Monday and Wednesday. Okay, I'm starting to really get a Twitch schedule together now. I think that Mondays and Wednesdays are going to be Football Manager, Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be Planet Zoo, and then Fridays are going to be a bit of everything. I'm trying to come up with some fresh ideas to do a Friday stream, probably going to be an evening one, and one where the community can get involved and we can all have a bit of a laugh basically. But I am starting to get a bit of a schedule together. Now, I was going to be uploading the Dagenham and Redbridge stream to the channel as and when I did the streams, but I realised that during the course of the editing process of that highlights package, it took me so long, I thought I might as well just make a Football Manager series for the YouTube channel, because to be honest with you guys, I miss making FM content. Is it going to get the views on this channel? Probably not at the beginning, because the majority of you are here for building and simulation games, but some of you might fall in love with it and we might attract some more people to the community. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to crack on with our FM21 series for this year. And so there you are, my friends, we are doing Project Black Sea. Now, anyone that was a fan of the Fandango YouTube channel, you know, my friends, that we did Project Scandinavia last year, and the rules are the same. We are essentially, though, just in a different part of the globe. Now, with Project Scandinavia, our task was to take a Scandinavian team to the Champions League final. Whether we won it or not, it didn't matter, but we had to take them to a Champions League final. We didn't manage to do it because we just run out of time, unfortunately, with that series. The game had kind of reached the end of its life cycle. The channel had reached the end of its life cycle, and so we kind of knocked it on the head. I'm hoping, though, we're going to be able to do it this time, and we're doing it in a different region of the world. We are doing it with all the nations that basically have coastal regions on to the Black Sea, basically. So all of the connecting countries to the Black Sea are the countries we're going to be managing in, or can manage in. We might not end up managing in all of them, but we can manage, and they're the only teams we are allowed to take charge of. We are going to start in the lower divisions of the countries. You're going to be given 5 teams today to pick, and the one that gets the most votes is the one we're going to start at. But essentially, it's a journeyman save, but we can only travel amongst the countries and the teams in those countries that basically back on to the Black Sea. So we have Bulgaria, we have Romania, we have Russia, we have Turkey, and we have the Ukraine. They are the 5 countries. Georgia is included, but it's not in the base game of FM21, so I've not bothered including it. I didn't want to have to start downloading databases and all that stuff. I just wanted to go with the bog standard stuff, my friends, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start, as I've said, in the lowest division possible with whatever country you guys pick, and basically work our way up from there. Essentially, we will start with the lowest badges, the whole shebang, to make it extra difficult, a bit like we did with Project Scandinavia. So without further ado, my friends, let's jump in. I'll introduce you to the 5 teams I've picked for us to potentially manage off the bat. Okay, my friends, so this is the first team we're going to go with. We're starting in Bulgaria first. I'm not going to have any cam on screen for this. I want you to be able to see sort of like the entirety of the screen, so you can see the stadiums, you can see all that good stuff. So yeah, we're going to start in Bulgaria. This is the team I have picked for Bulgaria. It is Letex Lovesh. I know a little bit about Letex because when I first started playing Football Manager and sort of simulation games, it was Championship Manager back then. This team had a couple of unbelievable wonder kids that I always used to sign whenever I started managing. Never managed this actual team, but always used to sign a couple of wonder kids that they had. Now, they're a little bit of a fallen giant to some extent. If you go to their history, you will see they've actually won 4 of the top divisions titles. Never done very well in European competition, but domestically have done very, very well. And if we're looking at the team, they kind of got all the makings of something that could be quite good from the beginning. A pretty good, stadium, just over 8,000 capacity, which is pretty decent for this level. They've got a rich history, got some good players. I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm just going to, basically give you my reasons why I've picked the team. One of the other reasons as well why I have picked this team is if we go to the division, you're going to see, it was quite hard. There are some second teams like Ludogorets who are a dominant powerhouse in, this country. But if we go to a season preview, you're going to see Letex. They're about, 5th is what the media are predicting. So they are there or thereabouts. So I think with the right signings, it could be a good team to potentially start with, try to get promoted in that first year. And then from there, you can really start to put the building blocks in place. Like I say, though, this is a journeyman. We might start at Letex, but end up at another club. If I take Project Scandinavia as an example, we started out in Denmark, I do believe, with B93, ended up going to Molby in Sweden, and that is where the magic really started to happen. Once we moved to Sweden and started to turn Molby into something special, the cogs started to turn and we were a European regular. So that's basically what we essentially need to do. And I think Letex in Bulgaria could be quite a nice little pick. They've got all the stuff that you need to really get going. If we look at their sort of general information, not a lot of money is going to be made through ticket sales. Obviously, football domestically is a lot cheaper in these countries. I actually think this guy here is one of the guys who was a bit of a wonder kid back in the day. It might be him, but yeah, there were a couple that were unbelievable, and absolutely love the work that this club's done. That's my Bulgarian team. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, my friends, we move to Romania, and this is the team I have picked from this country, and these are most definitely a fallen giant, my friends. This team here has actually won the Champions League, which is incredible for me to say because they're in the 3rd tier now of Romanian football, which is insane to me that a team could fall that far. But you look at the history books, they have a Champions League to their name. I believe it was in the 86 season is when they won it. So it was a long, long time ago. They've also won a UEFA Super Cup, which is nothing to be sniffed at, and 21 of the top divisions titles. The last one was in 2001, which is pretty crazy to be sitting here and saying this, considering how poor this team are. Their history is rich. If we go to the competition, my friends, you are going to see they are in here with a lot of teams, a lot of second teams. I think the bigger teams in this part of the world obviously do put second teams in. If we go to the season preview, they're not expected to do all that well. They've just been promoted. They were actually lower than this level, which is pretty crazy to say. But they've just been promoted. 6th is where they're expected to finish. So about middle of the pack, just below middle of the pack. So I think this is a bit more of a challenge, but really this could be almost like a dual series if we took on Stoya, because it is a fallen giant as well as us trying to take them back to the top in a Champions League final. It would be an incredible journey to try and do it. I really like the look of them. Pretty decent stadium. I think, again, if we're looking at the general information, 33p to go and watch a game in Romania. Holy cow, that is cheap. That is cheap. I don't even think you can get a Freddo in England for that much money. Unbelievable techers. So yeah, let me know if Stoya Bucharesti, or Stoya Bucharest as they're better known, is your pick. My Russian pick, my friends. I nearly did a really bad Compare the Meerkats advert then and had to stop myself. But my Russian pick, my friends, is Irtish Omsk. I think that's how we are pronouncing that name. If there are any Russians watching or anyone out there that speaks Russian or any of that good stuff, make sure you correct me. It would be very much appreciated. But yes, this is my pick from Russia. It's quite difficult picking the clubs in Russia. Second tier of football is as far down as we can go, and in this division there's lots of second teams from the people and teams that are higher up. 6,000 capacity, I think it's a decent stadium. The white with the grey sleeves kind of sat well with me. It goes a long way, believe it or not. You know, the look of the crest, the way the kit is, all that good stuff. You take it all into consideration. If we go to the competition, this is what I was trying to explain to you. Lots of second teams and lots of teams in here. 22 team league, so would be a pretty long season. If we look at the season preview, this is what we're dealing with. They've just been promoted. So again, another team that has just been promoted up into the division, and they're expected to finish 20th. So we would have probably the toughest task on our hands if we were to take over this team. But at the end of the day, that's the joy of this series. We don't start with a big team. We don't start with someone really, really easy. We have to work ourselves up from the bottom, not just as a manager, but with whatever teams that we choose to manage. And I think this would be the ultimate challenge, my friends. If we go back and we do take a look at the team, and we have a look, and again, 99p to go and watch a game, 17 quid for a season ticket. I spend more than that on McDonald's. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? They are literally a brand new club. They've got one legend, no icons, no favoured personnel. And they're quite an old team, though, so that's quite surprising. They've clearly not done a lot with themselves. As you can see, 4 Russian second division titles. So they are one with an empty trophy cabinet, which in itself is very interesting. We now move on to my Turkish team that I've picked, my friends, and I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. Anybody that knows me well enough will know why I've picked this team. Just look at the crest. It's got crossed hammers. I'm a West Ham fan. It jumped out at me, my friends. I had to do it. I just had to do it. They're in the second division, I think it is, second division of Turkish football. Potentially third, can't really remember. I've done a Turkish save before. You would expect my knowledge would be a bit better than that. But yes, they are very low down and need a hell of a lot of work, my friends. But I think this could be a really, really interesting one. They were founded the year after yours truly was born. Yes, I am that old. Their history is non-existent. Again, another empty trophy cabinet, which I love to see. If we go to the competition and we go and look at their season preview, they're expected to finish 16th. So again, another team that's going to really, really struggle this season. Another team we're going to have to build from the ground up. They're essentially going to be potentially a stepping stone for our reputation to help us move on to the next level. But hopefully we could do some big things with them. I like the look of this team. I like the look of that crest. It means a lot. You have to love it. You have to love everything about the football club that you're going to manage, my friends. They've actually no, they haven't. That was a different team I was looking at, so ignore me. But yes, 79p to go watch a game. I'm telling you what, you're going to get bang for buck, my friends. It's going to be cheap for you to watch some Danny Ball. As you can see, no legends, icons, or favoured personnel. They need work. Could it be them? Let me know. And the last team I am going to throw your way, my friends, is Avangard Kramatorsk. This is our Ukrainian pick out of all of the teams thus far, and it just had a bit of a Norwich feel. Look at the kits. It just had a bit of a Norwich feel about it. That green and that yellow, it did it for me. But also, I like the look of the team. History-wise, not much there. Again, another empty trophy cabinet. It's to be expected, though, gang. If we look at the division, this is the second tier of Ukrainian football. It's as far as it goes down. So again, a bit like Russia, it would be easy, and a bit like Bulgaria, it would be easy to get them right up to the top division very, very quickly. So there is always that. I know people, have that in the back of their mind, especially with the challenge thing. The quicker we get there, the better. It's not always the case, my friends. We push on. We try to do things the best way we can. But yeah, their season preview is as follows. They are expected to finish 14th this season. So again, another team that needs a lot of work. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard, especially when you got likes of Volin and Kornomorets. They're good teams. Metalist, a very good team. I'm up on my football. I know my stuff. A lot of these teams, resonate with me. I know the names, and I played enough Football Manager for me to know the names as well. So yeah, some interesting picks in here. I never pick easy teams. It's as simple as that. I am obviously going to be doing Football Manager content on this channel for the foreseeable, and so kind of get used to the the way that I do things. I never pick a Man United or a PSG. We always pick a really interesting challenge. I always try to come up with something unique, and I always pick a team to start with that needs a lot of work. You know, at the end of the day, if you're watching the Twitch series, Dagenham and Redbridge, that's not going to be an easy series. We're going to have to go from the 5th tier in English football all the way to the top. I like to set myself a challenge, and I think I've done that again with this club. We look at their general information. They've got a favoured personnel, probably the most expensive game to go and watch. Very cheap season ticket though. You'd be, what, £7? You just buy a season ticket. It's 7 games. It's going to cost you that, isn't it? That's mad. Weird. Very weird. But yeah, that's that. What's their facilities like? 2,500, so probably the smallest stadium out of the lot. But I just thought they were an interesting pick. And those are the 5 teams, my friends. All you need to do is in that comment section below, write the name of the team you like the most, and let me know that that's the team you want to go with. The team with the most votes is the one we go with. If you don't like any of the teams and you've got a suggestion from any of the countries, write that team in the comment section below as well, because that happened with the last series. I'm pretty sure B93 wasn't a team I picked. We went with it though, because it was an overwhelming vote for it in the comment section. So be sure to let me know, my friends. And just like that, my friends, we come to the end of today's video. A very quick introduction to the series. I hope it all makes sense. I will write a comment at the top of the video, you know, in the comment section to let you know what to do, what things you need to leave me in the comment section below. I want to get you guys as involved as possible. At the end of the day, this channel is all about gaming done right and gaming done the community way. I like the community spirit. I want you all to get involved a lot, like you have done with, you know, my Planet Zoo content, Mega Aquarium, so on and so on. I'd love it if you could get involved with the Football Manager stuff as well, my friends. But I am off ski. Let me know your favourite team. This series begins next Monday, so you've got a little while to get your votes in. I basically need to prep everything to get going with the series, and obviously need to give you guys a while to vote for your favourite team. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I know I can't make you, but I will Chinese burn you if you don't at least make the time. You, my friends, you stay humble. I'll see you next time.